Well, hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Shani and I am a part-time reseller, and tonight I have a ship with me. Today is Wednesday. It is December the 10th and I have 6 items that have sold today. So pretty exciting, 6 items. I've really been trying my very best to keep things going in my store. I did start, even though I have a 30% off older items sale going on right now and a 15% off new item sale. I did start last night. I went into my inventory list in Vendoo and I went to the oldest page and I have deleted those items off of all other platforms and have started most of them, I'm starting at $4.99 auctions, and I'm just seeing if I can ditch some inventory before the first of the year. Truthfully, at this point, there are some things I really don't want anymore, and so I'm really just trying to get rid of it. There are things that if they do not sell by the end of the year, I will be donating them. So, okay, I'm going to try to make it through this. It is 9 p.m. I'm exhausted today. It's been a really busy week. I think it's just because I was in the craft fair, then I have worked all week, and it's just been really long, busy days. So, anyway, we will get through this together. But this is a very cool vintage dress. It is unbranded, which is why, even though I got it July 31st, I just recently posted this for sale, literally a week ago. And it sold quickly. And I did take an offer on it. But this is a unbranded plaid. My title is Women's Plus Vintage Plaid Half Button Midi Dress, Pearl Gold Buttons, size 20W. How cute is that? It is totally unbranded. Really cute dress. I waited. I did not list it because it being unbranded, I guess I didn't want to hassle with it. But I made myself the other day get it listed. I put it on my mannequin and it sold. It sold quick. I did take my lowest offer setting. I think I had listed this for like $18.99. I didn't list it high at all because it was unbranded, but I tried to take really good pictures of it. It was really cute. And I put in my lowest offer settings at $14, and I did get an offer of $14 today. So I accepted that. I forgot to mark this as a donation to charity, so it didn't take anything out for a charity. But I got this for 91 cents in a bag sale. And like I said, it sold for $14. My net profit was $9.68. And it was a very quick $9 once I got it listed. But this stupid thing, it won't come off my hand. And it is going out. I got it to fit in a 10 by 13. So there's that. This next item is going out in this recycled box that I'm just recycling. And these are very old inventory items. So I'm really glad they sold. And not for very much. They are a 1997 Russell Stover Looney Tunes Christmas tin ornaments lot vintage. So there's one. And then here's the other one. And they do say Russell Stover, and they open up actually. I think they probably had chocolate or something in them. But anyway, these have been listed forever. I am glad to see them go. They sold for $6.29. And I don't have cost of goods because they're so old. So my net profit is $5.29. And they fit perfectly in here. There we go. I feel like I need to reinforce this one. So what are y'all doing this weekend? I am going back home to Kansas for another craft fair. And here it is going out in this recycled box. Oh, normally I have Wednesdays off, but this week I chose to work on Wednesday so I could have Friday off, so I could go ahead and leave town early in the day. So, okay. I've got 2 more eBay items. I'm going to wait to show you one of them. So I just got to let me get to these other. I have an Etsy. Yeah, here's the Etsy sale. These are some Fisher-Price vintage 1982 soft shakes rattle toy lot dog and clown. They're so cute. This is more like my baby era, but I was a 79 baby. There is some wear. Look at that little thing. How cute is that? We got the dog. So I got a big bag of these vintage rattles from a garage sale in my neighborhood, actually, for $2 for the whole bag. I posted these 2 together because they were sort of the same. So I went ahead, even though I haven't sold any of the other ones, or I don't think I have anyway, I went ahead and claimed the $2 on these specifically, and then whenever I sell the other ones, that's just money ahead. So I went ahead and claimed that I paid $2 for these, but just know that I paid $2 for a big bag of vintage baby rattles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and claim the $2. And let's see, these sold on Etsy for $8.99 plus shipping. My net profit since I claimed the $2 is $6.60. So I'm just sending them in a poly. I feel like they'll be okay. They'll just be a little rattly. And I'm kind of making the 10 by 13 a little bit smaller. Okay. So here is the 10 by 13. I just kind of folded it down a bit. Not too bad. So like I said, my net profit was only $6.60 on that. I have another on Poshmark. I had a sale on Poshmark. And this is a vintage toy lot as well. And this is a Sylvanian Families Chocolate Rabbit Girl doll calico critters with furniture. So it's the little calico critters. Now some of these lots can do really well. But this one, not so much. Now, here's the crazy thing. I saw some calico critters on sale, like new now. Expensive. I didn't realize they were as expensive as they were. I feel like they're expensive for what it is. So I put these at like $19.99 or $18.99. And someone came along on Poshmark and offered me $15 today. and I took it. So they're getting shipped out in an 8x8x8 box. And the box is probably a little much for it, but I'm fine with it. It's truthfully, I didn't want to climb in the attic to get another box, and everything fit good, and I don't have to worry about the weight on this one. So it's going out in this one. And my net profit on this is, did I tell you already? I don't think I did. $8.01. So not extreme or anything. Definitely just a bread and butter type sales. So, okay. This I'm excited to get away with because it took up 4 hangers. So I'm glad to clear the space is what I'm glad for. And they're Alfred Dunner tops. Alfred Dunner is an expensive brand. I'm not going to call it an old lady brand. My grandmother loved Alfred Dunner. It is a very mature brand. Not super cheap. But this is a lot of 4 Alfred Dunner tops. Like sweater tops. This one's really pretty with the rhinestones. It was a size 1X lot. I have 4 of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm wrapping 2 up together. And then I'm going to shove them in this 18x18. I got a mess going on, is what I got. Okay. Oh, that tape was down on my floor, and I hate when you pull out tape and it's got hair all over it. It drives me insane. Okay, but it was down on my floor, so that's why. Okay. So on this lot, it was on my sale, and they went for $20.29 for the 4 of them. So about $5 a shirt, basically, with shipping and everything, and my cost of goods. Oh, you know what? I cannot find my cost of goods, but I'm pretty sure I bought this year because I showed you guys in a lot, and it's from one of my favorite thrift stores. I got them in a bag sale, I'm pretty sure. And I knew I was going to lot them together. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I thought that sticker, or the sticky thing, came off of this. Okay, so there's one. They're really pretty shirts. Like, here's another one. Really nice blouse. They smell good. They smell like my soap, my Tide. Okay, so there's that one. And then this sweater was pretty too. It's kind of one of those soft sweaters, but I mean, I'm glad to get $5 a piece for these. And they all sold together. I think that definitely helped them sell because Alfred Dunner, you know, doesn't bring a whole lot. I have sold Alfred Dunner pieces. Normally it's, you know, jackets or something specific. But since I could not find these in my inventory, my net profit is not considering my cost of goods. So just know that my net profit is $18.33. So this is my 18x18, and I'm just gonna slam them all in there. I like these polys. I don't use them very much. They're definitely more pricey than other polys. But they come in handy for jackets or bulky clothing like this. So I do like this poly. Okay, just gonna reinforce it, and you see what I mean? It's really nice. Okay. And it is going to Pennsylvania, I think. I need to double check that for a second. I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, yes, got it. I'm going to Pennsylvania. All right. Make sure it looks good. And then my last sale is a good one. I think it's a good one. This is some jewelry, and these pearl lots seem to be doing pretty well for me. This is a vintage to now pearl jewelry lot, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, 30 items. So what I have here is 30 items in the lot. I've tried my best. If I could put them individually, I did. I gave her a few extras. Here's some earrings. So there's 30 really nice pearl pieces of jewelry. And this sold for $70. It was on the 15% off sale. It sold for $76.50. You guys know I get these. I buy bulk jewelry lots, so I don't really have cost of goods on my jewelry. I feel like I say that almost every video. But for those of you that are new, that's what I do. I buy, like today, she messaged me and said she sends me pictures, and then she says, I have this lot. She'll usually tell me about how many pounds it is, but I could tell it was a lot today. And she said, I haven't weighed it. The boxes are pretty heavy. And I would do 300. It seems to be a good lot. She kind of gives me a heads up with what's in it. And I told her, go ahead, let's do it. And she actually dropped them off at my house. And then I just Venmo'd her today while I was working. So it really works out well. And yeah, so I'm excited to go through that because it looks like there's some really good pieces in it. But 30 items, $76.50. I try when I post them, I try to do about $3 per item. On the pearl lots, I do ask for more for them. And there was a couple necklaces in here that looked to be freshwater pearls. And I noted that, but I said, not tested. I can't determine that. But anyway, it sold on my 15% off sale. And my net profit on this is, I'm trying to find it, $59.69. I did donate $7.65 to my local charity. And my local charity is a nonprofit. It's called Rescue One. It is in Springfield, Missouri, and they are a non-kill shelter that rescues animals. So anyway, like their most recent post, they took in 17 new animals over, I think it was over last weekend, 17 new animals. And they get a lot of really severely abused animals. It just makes me so sad whenever they post things. But anyway, I like to donate to them. Every once in a while, they'll put like this urgent alert on their Facebook, and it'll show like their shelves and how empty they are. Excuse me. I really try not to do that. And how empty they are, and they'll just say, please, we're running low, and people will send them Amazon, food and stuff and have it delivered. And they are really supported by this community, but every little bit helps. And instead of doing that, I would rather just continue to send them little bits, you know, monthly. Truthfully, I get the PayPal notification that they've been paid, but I really don't know. Like, I hope it's going to them. Like, I've not got anything from them saying, hey, thanks. I'm like, I hope it's going to them, but anyway, I get PayPal notifications that it's going to them, so hopefully they're getting it. But okay, so I told you guys this last like a few days ago that I had been kind of a little bit lazy on the paying off the debt thing the last month or two maybe. And I've been more lazy about talking about it, but I definitely have went at least 5 or 6 weeks with not paying. And I was like, I've got to get back at it. And I tell you, that is why I am doing this for now. I'm trying to pay off our debt so we can both retire. And especially me, my husband's older than me, so he will retire first. But I'm just trying to, you know, go after these pieces of debt that we have, because we do not want to have any debt when we retire. We would love to have our house paid off as well. I feel like it has to be paid off for me to retire. For me, as the secondary person that's going to retire, I feel like we need to have it paid off. So I'm 46 years old, so I definitely have some time, but the sooner the better. And wouldn't it be nice if I could just, you know, do reselling full time and craft full time? That would be amazing. But okay, so December 1st through December 7th, which was last week, horrible week. I talked about it. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 sales. My highest net profit of the week was $85. That was that vintage Star of Bethlehem tree topper. Beautiful. That's been laying up in my attic for the last year. I don't even remember where I got it, some sort of lot or something. But I really thought, I was like, what am I going to do with this? It's cool. I want to maybe craft with it. I want to maybe get it fixed. Maybe I can use it because it's right up my vintage Christmas alley. And then I looked it up and I was like, it's getting posted for sale. So my net profit on that was $85.03, and I'm super happy about that. My lowest net profit was negative 33 cents. Haven't done that in a really long time, but it happened. So my net profit for the week was $213.15. So I take 20% of that and I make a payment to my debt I'm working on. And I have paid off 2 pieces of debt. I am working on a big one right now. It was $9,100 when I started the end of, I think it was the last week of March, first week of April, I think. So I did have that down to $6,400. I mean, that's pretty good if you think about it. It's a very high interest. So I did make the decision to transfer it to a 0 interest for the next year until February of 2027. I feel like I have the best chance of really getting it paid off that way. So I did have a little bit of a fee to be able to do that. So my new my new debt is $67.06. So there that is. Stupid. I'm kind of mad I let myself, take a break and not do it, but it is what it is. I'm doing it again now and I'm getting back after it. So I did. Last night I made my $42.63 payment. So there you go. There's that. I'm going to really, I have to have it paid off by February of next year. So it really gives me like let's get going. Let's get her done. So you guys are my motivation and I appreciate all the love and support. And if you are trying to pay off your debt, I mean, this is just an idea. Some people take every single bit of their what they make and apply it to their debt. I do leave my room for taxes, for you know, the jewelry lots I'm buying, for any of my cost of goods. You have to have money to buy new items. So I do leave myself a little bit of room in there. And there for a while, I was paying 25%. And I'm hoping maybe after the first of the year, I can get back at it. I do have a son getting married, and yeah, just all the things. Like when it rains, it pours, and sometimes that just happens. And so I did, you know, go back down to 20%. So anyway, we'll see how the new year goes. I would love to be able to bump that back up. I might even bump it back up, but that is where I am at for now. So I was counting my weeks. I don't even remember what week I was, but since I kind of let it go, you know, this is just, I'm not going to say week 1 again, but I'm going to kind of give you an update every week like I had been. And then after a month of paying, I'll give you the total of the big total. So anyway, that's all I got tonight. Thanks for watching. Stick with me. Hopefully tomorrow night you'll see me again. I will say I did not do a video last night. That's what else I was going to talk about. I only had 2 items I shipped out last night. One was a casino keychain. You guys have seen those. I've sold a couple of them. That also came in a jewelry lot. It was just random stuff in a jewelry lot. There were several old vintage circus keychains from Las Vegas. So I think that one was like the 4th one I've sold. So my net profit on that keychain was $617. So that's good because that, you know, goes for a jewelry lot. And then I had a copper key red velour necklace that came out of my personal closet, and that ended up selling on my sale, but it only ended up selling for $12.10, and my net profit was $9.98. So altogether, I've sold 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've sold 12 items. So what did I say I sold last week? 12 items. So hopefully between tomorrow through Sunday, I can do something. I can maybe beat last week's totals. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow.